Grand Rising Soul Fam, I'm coming on today. Got a little sage here. Why not? We got the moon in Taurus, sun in Pisces. So we're slowing down, we're practicing the pause. So I wanted to come on and share day 2. I'm calling this day 2 of 40 days of devotion, to come on and share a message, some resources from the gene keys while we have Venus retrograde happening. I'm like, why not add some love and just the frequencies of the divine feminine into this beautiful medium of social media while we have Venus retrograde. So we can always use a little bit more love and light, but especially now. So that's what we're gonna put in. So today I'm gonna share the Wisdom Keeper story. I'm also gonna share from the Tao, the I Ching Oracle, and the 6 lines and the ways that this can show up in our life. So with every gene key that we go through, we've got like a little ladder to climb. And we start at line 1. This is our introspection and our hero's journey of walking the path alone. A lot of times line 2 brings us into kind of partnership relationship. Line 3 is building a network. Line 4 is connecting more. Line 5 tends to have a big impact. And line 6 tends to be sort of like, what happens when we have wisdom? What do we do with wisdom once we have revealed it, when it has been revealed? And so right now, I'm going to share from the Wisdom Keepers deck by Dr. Rosy Aronson about Gene Key 36. And I'm going to be sharing a different gene key every day for 40 days. This is my intention. So if you are new to the gene keys or you're a seasoned traveler, I hope this is fun. A fun little exploration of being curious. I did this a few years ago. I'm also going to use the Quantum Human Design Activation cards by Karen Curry Parker. And I'm going to share a mudra each day. So each day I'm going to post these on TikTok and on YouTube and in my private community called the Way of Namaste. There's loads more resources. So come and find us on the Money Networks. But here we go. So this is a deck by Dr. Rosy Aronson. I love the wisdom stories, sharing in the alchemical journey from shadow to gift to city in a very relatable way. So it starts off with a Richard Rudd quote and says, "The deepest role of the 36th gift is to help humans to become human by respecting others and by embracing your own suffering, whatever it looks like." So this is the shadow of turbulence, the gift of humanity, and the city or the divine expression of compassion. My wisdom story, maybe you feel yourself in the story, or you empathically connect, or you think about somebody else in your life. The world expected my father to be a bad seed, so he became one. He cheated on my mother, had a bad temper, and created chaos wherever he went. Like many of the men in our neighborhood, he was reckless, always pushing the limit, getting into trouble, and attracting crisis after crisis. He didn't mean to hurt us, which is probably why he hid so much from us, and why he begged for forgiveness when my mother and grandmother finally kicked him out. My mother and grandmother were strong women who did their best to raise and protect me. Their task wasn't easy given our turbulent neighborhood, where the police frightened us as much as the gangs I witnessed. I witnessed more tragedies than a young boy ever should. I also watched the news and saw how men like my father were perceived. I promised myself I'd never be like him or cause the pain he caused. As a teen, if I felt anger or lust, I'd go with my grandmother to church and pray for my sins to be taken away. But over time, the stress got to me, and my nervousness gave me tics. Though inside I was sensitive and caring, I avoided eye contact with people and appeared shifty. I was hard to reach and had few friends, although there was one girl in my church who I secretly fancied. Too shy to approach her, I followed her home one day, hid in the bushes, and pecked in her window. She saw someone in the bushes and called the police. Imagine the shame I felt when my poor mother and grandmother had to come to the jail and bail me out. The charges were dropped as soon as the girl discovered who it was, but I was still required to meet with a social worker. Something in his eyes reassured me he'd been there. He knew suffering deep in his bones. He didn't just see the terror, shame, or nervousness in me. He saw the good seed. It was a strange and amazing experience to have a man encourage me to talk about my feelings. I knew instantly that I'd one day come to do exactly what he did. I'd see the good seed in everyone I met. I'd look straight into their eyes and let them know with my whole heart that they were okay, exactly as they were, no matter how they felt, what they looked like, or where they came from. My gift to you. I come to celebrate your humanity, to remind you of your innate goodness, and to reassure you that there is no feeling in you that is inherently wrong or bad. No matter what you've done or experienced in life, you are innocent at your core. What matters now is not how you feel or what you feel, but what you do with your feelings. I ask you, please don't reject your feelings or react to them. Simply acknowledge and embrace any emotional turbulence you have within you, and with compassion. Nervousness is only a sign that you have some feelings that need to be seen and embraced. Do not run away from your pain, for along with your pain comes a great deal of pleasure. Questions for contemplation. Where are you avoiding turbulence or change in your life? Do you ever find it hard to relax or to let people in or to fully welcome your sexuality? Do you tend to attract emotional crisis? What feelings do you judge the most as being bad or shameful? And who are the people in your life who have been able to see your humanity even when you couldn't see it yourself? Keep a list of these people in your journey, in your journal. If you don't have anyone in your life right now who can do this, it may be time to seek out some support. So here we go. This is the card of humanity. And as we walk the medicine wheel and as we get to see all the gene keys, we get to see how nuanced they are and how they all overlap and how they are all in their divine expression the same message, the same truth of universal love as our highest frequency. So coming out of the we, the E, the I, coming out of the I and stepping into the we. Sending you so much love.